thank you for being the fourth guest speaker at whoosebumps, that is Lizefly Talks. So, yeah, before going to the session, can you please introduce yourself to our audience or our viewers who are watching it on YouTube or Anchor? So, please introduce yourself to them, and yeah, that's all. So, kindly introduce yourself.
Surely. Okay, so everyone who is hearing me, first of all, hello, and I hope that you all are doing whatever you want to do in life, and if not, then you're planning to start soon. So, all my luck and wishes. Now, I want to start by introducing myself. My name is Sayona, and I am as common as you all are. Nothing big shot, nothing big deal right now, but I am an aspiring data who will claim herself to be right now a business analyst. And I have recently graduated my MBA. Now I'm trying to build my portfolio and trying to explore this side of the world because I have come from a complete IT background and I'm trying to migrate into data, which is hectic, tech, and all things which you dare me sometimes.
Okay.
So that is it about me
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
So before that, Sayona, you have got MBA degree from Singapore, which is James Cook University, right? So
Exactly.
yeah. So I have just looked the post on LinkedIn, so that's the reason you are here. So can you please tell the viewers like the reviews of the college? So what will be like to be in the college, and how you done the things, and what are some projects you have worked until right now?
Sure. So, um, okay, so for me, choosing a college is all about choosing the kind of curriculum they provide.
Yeah.
So when I have initially started looking for colleges for my MBA, I was just looking kind of syllabus they were providing. So
Yeah.
I just got in touch with subjects like data modeling, data mining, data analysis, corporate strategy, business consulting, and these were the subjects which actually picked up my curiosity. So I enrolled myself in like after an extensive research and getting in touch with the alumni who have been placed in a like companies. I took their suggestions. I enrolled myself. Once I joined the university, I must say that it has a very diverse crowd. People from all over the world are coming, and it is such an enriching experience in terms of both academic, in terms of like both academically and it's like I got to know the country and the culture and how people in different things, which is very important. And I got connected with quite a few people, and it means I mean, more than the education which I'm carrying with me. I think I'm cherishing those things more. And what else about the education? The teachers were great, and the best part of the syllabus, the kind of academic program they have scheduled are remarkable. Like definitely we could use them to reference everything, but we have to work on all time with real time studies with clients for a few
Right.
subjects. So it was the entire MBA internship in 30 subjects. It was great overall, and I think I was a great choice.
That's great. So, Sayana, so for your college only, so what if I tell you to rate your college under 10? So, what will you rate your college? Like,
I would rate my college an 8 on 10. I'm deducting 2 marks because the initial few months of my tenure was on. So I think I missed out on my 2 months. So that's the reason I've deducted those 6 marks. And it might sound a little silly, but I just moved out on that experience. So I'm a little sad about it.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's great. And yes, so can you please elaborate your marketing analyst role as well? So, and before that, I want to ask you a few more questions. Like, why did you choose getting an MBA course in Singapore, not in Bangalore or in like India itself? So, who guided you behind this, and who suggested you the college itself, like James Cook University, right? So, I want to know in depth for this situation. So what happens is when somebody is trying to get an degree in like MBA degree in India itself, so people suggest them go to Canada. So right nowadays that's the happening, right, Sayona?
Right.
Get an MBA degree from Canada, so that will be better chances of getting high paying jobs from there, as well as yeah, as well as low cost. So I want to know who guided you for this, and why did you choose and to go for degree in Singapore or rather than in India?
Okay, so I have to all your questions. Let me identify
Sure,
one.
sure, sure.
Uh, why did I choose Singapore? This reason is both emotional and practical. So I am a family and normally that like they come from a job body as they usually tell their children are to study, to believe in studying in the same city as the family.
Yeah,
So I wanted to take leave and I did that this piece life. But again, I was saying he was into it, but he was very skeptic because he was very protective of me that I speak me the world is the great place and that.
yeah, yeah.
So few relatives staying in Singapore and Singapore is like pretty close to India, like literally fast. So Singapore was an easy for them. Like in terms of what I have relatives in Ireland, I have relatives in now. That is so my family told me that for our satisfaction and for our sake, we choose from these three countries and then we are comfortable. So I thought that if I'm done from these three options, then I think Singapore it speaks for itself.
Yeah, yeah.
Because the tech is for and the kind of business environment is there. It's hub of regions
Yes,
for all
yes,
these.
yes. The environment in,
Amazon is Flipkart. Every
yeah, it the Flipkart headquarters is in Singapore itself.
right.
Yeah, it's a small headquarter or the office itself. I don't get like yeah, yeah.
He's very
Yes, yes.
like yeah, and like once you get a job, like it's difficult. I understand that, but oh, and you're paid like for 2 years, you can keep changing the job and it meant that you're really getting amazing. And it is a myth about it is extremely expensive. It's expensive, but you can stay here in any which way you want. You can go like all extravagant, but in a budget. So I live in a budget, so I know that it is possible to live and it is free in the country of from Singapore as
Is
well as
it more expensive? I want to know the one more point here. So, is it more expensive to live in Singapore, or else like if students are traveling to Singapore for the same reason, they can live in a low budget itself, right? As you said,
people who are coming to study.
yeah,
The options and if you are coming to HDB price as condominium and So it is affordable. I mean, I have for traveling to UK and places, they literally paying double what I am paying in a room. So, like, if what is what resources, what mindset you're going, it is that expensive. And Indian groceries are so convenient for your, like for Indians, it's very easy to fit in for you. And the best part is the direct time. They are just 4 hour flights.
Yeah. Mhm.
So this was one reason why I chose first. Second reason why I chose this university. So when I was making choice getting an MBA, I
So now your voice is cracking. Your voice is cracking a bit.
okay, now is it audible?
Yeah, yeah, it's audible right.
Yeah. So why did I choose it? Was that quite a few people in Australia, and he is actually headquartered in Australia, which I'm graduating from.
Yeah.
Townsville Cards. It has two branches over there. So it is like a very much ranked university over there and very reputable institution. So Australia and Singapore has great significant trade relations. So they have opened a branch in Singapore.
They have opened the
University.
branch itself. Yeah.
Yes, my university is an Australian university situated in Singapore.
Yeah. Mhm.
So my degree and my curriculum, my syllabus is totally of how Australians are studying, not how Asians are studying.
That's
So it's
absolutely.
exposure.
Yeah.
So and we have student exchange programs as well where we can do one semester from Australian campus as well. Sadly, I could not avail that because of COVID,
Yes.
but there are quite a few opportunities. And this was my reason to choose it in Singapore because the investment in Singapore was actually 50% lower than what I was paying in Australia because the living in Australia is also expensive and I was studying the exact same thing in Singapore what I was studying in Australia.
Yeah.
Thirdly, I availed and applied for a scholarship in this university and I got a 50% scholarship.
That's great.
I was meeting class which they had in their scholarship form. So basically, I think the criteria they would have that which candidate has more probability to get placed from this university, they would offer scholarship to such a candidate maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So
these were the things. I mean, I think all of course were in favor for me to in Singapore.
that's mind astounding. That's great that you have chosen a Singapore for your curriculum as a career, right? And I have one more question in here is what are some suggestions you want to give Indians like who want to get their MBA or any courses or full-time job itself in Singapore? So what are some tips as well or suggestions you want to give to them so that more people will watch this video or the podcast so people will get influenced by this video like that's a great place we can also uh, like they can also put their effort to traveling to MBA for the courses MBA like the internships or full-time job opportunity. So what are some suggestions you will give them, right? So I want to know what are some suggestions.
Sure. So basically, I have a lot of opportunities in companies in Singapore, but the place where everything is top is my visa status.
Yeah.
Instead of Singapore, it's a little bit tricky. I would not say it's impossible because I haven't yet good enough. Still, this. But if you're coming with a decent work experience, it will be comparatively convenient. The market is very welcoming once you do the right for yourself.
Yeah.
And I would just say that try if you decide something in your portfolio, see it's something that will be welcome So I had like one up on the idea of getting a job. Basically, I was just working and
So you have also got an internship, right? You also got an internship in Singapore.
I worked in my during consultant with the firm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my tenure as a student, I was visa. Again, the issue of was that they are not getting foreign first, right? This is the market situation right now, but we are hoping that maybe in next year,
Okay.
people will be graduating and it will be a new market altogether. Right? Market is just recovered from COVID, so let's just give them benefit of doubt and let the economy stand on its legs. So even I'm not giving up. So I would just say the listeners of this podcast that like I'm doing it consistently, you're also do it consistently, and we'll definitely hit the but
That's great suggestion you have given right now. Yeah. So, can I ask one more question or like I want to know one more thing. Did college provided you the scholarship or you have got scholarship from like from the university from India which you have studied like graduated from? What's the actual process? You got a scholarship from Singapore University.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're asking me that how did I apply for that scholarship in
Yes,
Singapore?
yes, yes. The
Okay.
procedure.
Usually when students are going to study abroad, they go via agencies. So to name a few, there are international, there is IDC, there is SIEP, a lot more. There are a lot more like, agencies who are sending students. When you're going via these agencies, you have the opportunities which the best the university doesn't send. So you have to be smart enough to for your age and say that you have to have that positive we should arrange it for you. That person will try be very hard that you are scotch. One thing I've noticed, I have met and spoken to so many. One thing I noticed that they were more willing to send me to that person who was it more than I was desperate to. Yeah, they were benefit admission into that university, leverage that thing.
Yes, yes. Yeah, getting.
You have to get some kind of there. And then shift in university more or less. You know how to talk to your agent, get your friends, and assure that you are eligible, deserve for.
I don't get like we should be connected with the agency's partner or like we should fulfill the eligibility criteria for the scholarship itself.
Universities which very clearly announce their scholarship and they write their eligibility criteria, people have to follow the eligibility criteria. Our university who don't offer scholarship, we still have it.
Okay, okay.
Only the agents who are sent to it. That happened with me. See, my agents, I used it. It is not specified very clearly in the site. I applied, I had experience and everything. They thought that I'm a well candidate. They gave me a 50%.
That's great.
Yeah. So maybe it's not harm in asking. One can always ask and there is
We
no
should ask. Yes.
time.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all about. So I have one more question, right? So
Please,
yeah. So why you want to choose data analytics after MBA course? Like who suggest you the data analytics course or you itself research about data analytics or data science engineering. So I want to know about this.
That is the question. So it's weird. It might sound weird to people, but here's what it is. Here we go.
Yeah, no issues.
So one day I was sitting idle and I was not understanding what to do with my life and what should I pursue as a career. I just knew one thing, that I have to study and I have to be smart and I have to be at par with things changing and progressing. So I just googled randomly that which is going to be the best career in future to come. And there was data analysis everywhere. I mean, obviously, I did not write this thing, but I did my set of research, but I wanted to know which is going to be the hottest career in the coming years, in the coming decade.
Yes,
So it was all about data science, data analyst, data engineering. I
business
think that
analytics. Yeah,
yeah, if it is actually going to be the
absolutely. Yeah.
just 1 month or something, I fell in love with data because it is so promising and one comfortable with the terminologies and the quick comes roadmap and everything. You will find that it is one of the careers and you will actually see your trajectory. I mean, I have not completed call myself a data analyst as yet, not right now, but I'm confident of anything anymore because we actually don't give the credit it deserves.
You are just
If you
learning
don't,
right now. So you are an enthusiast, and at the same time you are also learning it, right? And so
exactly.
that's the reason you don't want to call yourself as an analyst right now.
I would call myself a business analyst. I'm pretty in my soft and fall project management skills, and I have some kind of about the basics of data like SQL, data visualization, and business intelligence. Pretty much, I have covered the elements, but I have to have skills, some enterprise level. I have to understand how it works in cloud and how post SQL works and Hadoop Spark. I want to explore all.
That's
Huge, but I'm looking forward to it because it's very exciting. Yes.
this seems you are very much creative. So like I have just listened from you are also from non-IT sector. Like the same question includes me also. So a lot of people, including our relatives, say from non-IT sector, you cannot become a data analytics or data scientist, right? So that's completely a myth, and I want to burst this right now. I want to burst this myth right now. Like, what are your thoughts, on this? Like, people would say you cannot be, and like you have pursued commerce, right?
Oh,
Yeah, so for that, what you want to say for them, like if you are from non-IT sector and still though you want to be an data engineer, so that's will be a difficult and that's not the right path you would choose. So what you want to say them in this situation?
I just want to say them one thing, wait and watch. That's it.
Yeah, yeah. The one thing. Yeah, everybody have same brain. Everybody have same brain, right?
Maybe I'll take 3 years, we'll take IQ level might be different, but we can do it and it's doable and I can
Sure,
and that
after
goes.
Sure, after 3 years, you're gonna watch this podcast and you will check yourself, like what level I have reached myself, right?
Exactly. And the best part is that we hear about the podcast of people who have already been successful even who have just got there. And right now, even you are there and you're trying to post, even I am here trying to build.
Yes, yes.
if we have the kind of enthusiasm, like the level where we haven't 10% of what we want,
Yeah,
they can just start their career and be scared to enter.
that's what I want to hear from you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's wrap up the podcast. And thank you so much for being a guest. And so, if you want to say anything to the viewers, or you want to document any of the lines over here to watch this podcast in future, so what are some lines you're gonna say right now?
While doing my podcast with my nervousness, so please
No issues, no issues. The same thing happening to me. Like I stammer a lot while speaking English, so I'm not an advanced in the English also. So we are learning right now. We are in the stage of learning, and documenting is a great thing.
yes, very well said.
Yeah,
The suggestion is that this was totally anything, but again, I would just say that choose your company wisely. Because at the end of the day, you pick up the people who you hang out with too. If you really want to do great things in life, you should know who you should spend time and make sure that everyone in your life to just get better because we within your our life loves to look back and love that we have so much and we didn't think.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the great podcast, I think. So, so yes. So can we end up this podcast?
Yes, yes, you say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Great. Fine.
no issues. It's my pleasure. So I have been searching some guests like the youngsters. Like whenever I see their profiles on LinkedIn or like on the job portal platforms, so if they seem enthusiastic, I will directly hit them DM and I will invite them. So
Right.
this is the main reason. It's not about if he's pursuing arts also. It doesn't matter, I think.
That's really nice. You're doing like great stuff. I think both things and for a person who is pursuing his graduation and his life ahead is so I mean,
Yes.
I was not with my
Your voice is
graduation year.
cracking. Your voice is cracking still.
I'm saying that I was not like you with my graduation years, and it's very inspiring for the young kids right now who are going to finish their class 12 board in college.
Yeah.
And it is very to create an identity of yourself because college will never teach,
It will never. It will never.
especially the tools. The world runs on tools which we are blessed with, and we don't need to learn. College will never teach us about those.
And one more thing, Sana, I will tell you, like college will never teach you how to earn money. Rather than they will only tell where to invest money, how to count money, right? And
That's
they will never tell you how to earn money, right?
yes, this is actually a powerful statement which you will make me think a lot today.
Yes, the line came itself from my head right now because of the current situation.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Because the college they are huge investments and to earn that much money is a task in itself.
Yes, yes.
That's great. I mean, I think stretch it more long with you
Yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah.
are going to.
Okay. So thank you so much for being here. And okay, so let's end up the podcast here only. Okay.